Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Cleveland. So you might notice that that the scenery looks a little different. That's because we're in the office. So just wanted to start the video off in the office. Wanted to show you this this 60-gallon right here. Some of you might recall that aquarium. We had a lot of different fish going through this aquarium. I've had this aquarium for probably like 6 years now. 6 years. Yeah. Stand still intact. Haven't had to modify the stand or anything, so it's held up pretty well. I think I only paid 200 and I think with tax like 218. So definitely worth it. Tall 60-gallon PetSmart. But anyway, like I said, so we got the tank in the office. Want to show you that. Office still up under construction. We still got so much work to do in here. Don't even have a real desk in here. Got this nice little table, and I'm over here sitting on in case you don't know, if you don't know, this right here will help with your posture. So if you have like back problems and things like that, you know, when you sit on a ball like this, it forces you to sit upright, so it helps with your posture compared to when you got a seat, you know, a regular chair, and you slouch over like this. So if you don't know, yeah. And I might be youngish, but I definitely got back issues. I've had back issues for years now, probably at least 10 years. So be careful. Take care of your back. But anyway, so like I said, so got this 60-gallon right here. Let's take a look at it real quick. Haven't done a single thing to it other than put water in this aquarium. I told you I have to see water in the tanks, even if I don't have fish in there, just because I want to see water in there, man. That's it. That's why. So 3 of the rocks that came out the 150 with Miami. Got to get some filtration on this tank. Got to get some fish in here. Got to do everything. All it is just tank, rocks, and water. So it is what it is. So follow me out. All right. So here's a look at the fish room. This thing is a mess. Oh my goodness, it's a mess in here. But it's going to be like that for a while now. I have work to do in here probably almost every day until it's all done. So it's going to constantly get messy in here. I'm over here tripping over the tripod. So it's constantly going to get messy in here, guys. Unfortunately, I don't like it either. But so I haven't been completely busy in here. I've been doing other things around the house. As you may know, when you move in, you know, to a house, you're going to constantly have things to do up for months, sometimes a year after moving in. Hopefully it don't go that far, but nonetheless, I do have things to do in other areas of the house. So that's what I've been doing. But check it out. I did want to show you guys this right here. So I did patch this very, very large hole. It went all the way from top to bottom. I put in a piece of sheetrock. I went ahead and I taped it and I mudded it. So let me show you something. So this right here is dry. It's dry and sanded. So I should have showed you before I sanded it, but look at the other area where it's all cracked and all that. And then it's also still dark. So that lets you know that it's still wet. So when this stuff dry, it dries white. When it's looking yellowish dark like this, instead of white like that, it's still wet. So that right there is not going to do anything. I need that to dry so I can sand it, and then I'm going to go back over it again a few times until it is smooth and blended in with the rest of the wall. So that is not done. If somebody went ahead and painted over that, they're trash. You don't do that. You don't do that, man. So I'm not doing that. This is my fish room, so I'm going to take as much time as I need to get this done correctly. Look at this. Let me show you. Look at this right here. You see that? You see that from the side? This how you know that when they went ahead and they patched this hole, this area right here, they just painted over anything. They didn't make sure it was all smooth. It's not smooth. Look at that. I can't even do anything with that. I have to scrape all of this off with the paint in order to do something about this. So I may texture the wall. I don't know. But I'm not doing this on my area. But this is what I was talking about. And then let me show you a bad tape job. You see how you can see that tape right there? You shouldn't be able to see tape. It's a bad job. But I taped around all of this. And I'm going to re-hit everything. That's still... I'm gonna sand all of that. And then I'm going to go back over that again. I'll show you that. Not in this video, but I'll record it and then I'll add it into the next one. But look at this. I had to do this one. This is the big one. Y'all remember that hole? That bad boy is gone. Man, and that turned out really good. It's still dark a little bit, like right there. All right there is still dark, but it came out so well. So again, I'm gonna sand it. I'm gonna sand it, mud it again, sand it. I'm gonna do it as many times as I have to, and then obviously I gotta get up there, make that look beautiful. Same thing right there. So that's what I've been doing today. I rinsed out this sump right here, so I could go ahead and reseal it because it has a hole, has a little crack. It's not on this side and it's not on this side. It's just on this one side, not even over here, just right here. Get my nail in between there. So I'm just going to take this right here, take this silicone to it, inside and outside. We'll see if it works. I know this is acrylic, but I think it's gonna work. And if it does, great. If it don't, then it don't. Let me show you this. I also went ahead and I spray painted this a second coat. Wanted to make sure that it was completely sealed. It's sealed good now. I even have a little bit more so I could do the underside again. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Still no water in these tanks right here. Still just only water in these tanks. Still only water in that tank. But we're working. We're working. Want me to show you the other fish room? It's right now. We're gonna turn that into storage until I'm ready for it, because it just makes sense for us. And then also, look at this. I had to take all that down. That was all on there. All that old mud. Had to get all that old mud off. Even up there, you can still see some of that mud on a wall right there. It's gonna be a challenge to get behind these tanks now that they're here with water in them. That's why it was not meant to go that way. It was not intentional. So I'll probably just have to go around them. You know, it is what it is. Man, I can't wait to do this tank. And I know some of you may be all nervous about it or whatever, but this 240 is very sturdy. First of all, let me get that out. Let me just say that. And I don't know if you guys recall when I first got this tank, but I set my whole 250-pound self right here on the tank. I sit on that. I'll stand on that. I wouldn't even trip. I wouldn't be concerned about that whatsoever. And this tank right here, this tank is light, man. This tank is very, very light. And I'm not gonna put so much weight on there to where I would have to worry about it cracking this tank right here. There's no way that I would put 300 pounds up there, 400 pounds. And I guarantee that, first of all, it's not just sitting on just this one panel. It's also on this one. The weight of it is kind of like supported evenly enough to where it's not going to just sit and crack either side. But you can still be worried, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that notification bell hit so you can let me know, so you can see if this thing is going to crack this 240. Make sure you don't want to miss a single video. Make sure that you are locked in to every video so you can see if this 75 gallon is going to crack this 240 gallon. I don't think it will. I'm about 100% sure that it will not. So we'll see. Hope you locked in so you'll find out yourself. And if it works, hey, some of you guys might have a cracked 75 gallon that you're trying to figure out how to repurpose. Don't this look like a good way to repurpose it? Especially if it doesn't crack it? Yeah, I think so too. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at our Panther groupers. This glare is terrible. There's one of them. Yeah. There's the other one right there. There you go. No glare. Very minimal glare, really. And then we got that guy right there. Got Tess right there. Oh, there we go. And then we got Bart. Yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead and seal this up then. I'll do that with y'all, and then I'll show y'all the back. All right, so I got a nice thick bead of it on the inside and outside. That's all I really needed to do. So we'll see if this worked, if this hold water. I know it's not pretty, but who cares? In my opinion, it just matters whether or not it's gonna hold some water, not whether or not it's pretty. But like I said, see, it's still water over here. So no issues whatsoever, just right here. So we own it. We'll see how they go. And I'll let you know if it's holding water, and if it is, cool. If not, we'll deal with it. But I'll let you know regardless, nonetheless. All right, moving on to the next. But check it out. So here's the other space. Some of you have caught wind of this nice little sunroom slash fish room. But yeah, like I said, we put the new blinds up. They look real nice in my opinion. They're khaki color. I think it makes the space look a little bit more classy, so to speak. We're going to leave the trim white. We'll make the doors gray. Yes, I put a rack in here temporarily. We're going to build a big shed out back. I need it. So going to build a big shed out back. Once we do that, all of this stuff will go in there along with everything that is in 2 storage units. And then we'll turn this into a fish room slash plant slash office, but all of that. We want to sit in here and enjoy ourselves. We want to be able to enjoy some fish in here, and we want to be able to enjoy some plants in here. Look at the plants. It's a little hot in here, so they're not doing that good. I need to help them out. This is my favorite plant, and it's doing bad. I'm not happy with that. It might just be way too hot, so I probably will. The aloe is doing good. Look at this plant doing bad. Yeah, and it's probably thirsty. Okay, so I'll take care of that. Anyway, so got sidetracked. So look, so I patched up the crack already. All I could sand this down and do it again. It's going under carpet and carpet tile, so I may just leave it like that. And that's the carpet tile right there. And these are the regular tiles that I have right here. So gray and black is the theme. We got the tan blinds. We're gonna have the gray doors. I don't know what color we're gonna do the room, but it's a very nice space. This rack right here is 8 foot long. You wouldn't even think it, 8 foot long. So that gives you an idea of, there we go, 8 foot long. And that gives you an idea of the size of this space. So I'm going to go ahead and caulk all of that white. But that's where we at with things. Let me show you what I had to do outside. So we got grass growing in here. Gotta fix that, but look, check it out. So we were having issues with water coming in as well as bugs. So I said, let me go ahead and dig around, make sure that this thing is sealed. So I'm going to go ahead and seal the bottom of this room. So you see all that grass that's growing up in there, and that's why we're having all those issues with the bugs. They found the space in between there. So since they found that space, I need to go ahead and seal that up. So that's what I plan on doing, sealing all that up, all the way around. And then after that, what I plan on doing is putting like sand and gravel or something around it, so the bugs don't come right up to it, and they basically just try to discourage them from coming into the space. Yeah, so that's it. Look at all this grass. So yeah, we're gonna build a nice little 20, probably like a 10 by 30, 10 by 20. I'm thinking the 2 gate panels all the way up to this third one. That's huge. That's huge. That'll be all we need. So I'm thinking about that. Nice little outline from here to there. So that's the plan. Still got plenty of space. We don't even really be back here. But yeah. So here we are. We are back. Not quite where we started at, but we are back in the fish room. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for stopping by. I always appreciate your continuous support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at The Fish Corner. Follow me on Facebook, The Fish Corner. Follow me on TikTok, The Fish Corner. And until next time, guys, peace.